Hey guys, how you going? It's Taylor here. Welcome back to the channel. Different one today. I've done something I've never done before. I'll just show you. How about that? Probably easier. I have bought 4 guitars from Fender. I've taken advantage of the Black Friday sale and I thought I'd bring you guys along whilst I unbox these new guitars. Okay, let's have a look. So I was just sitting there working, waiting all day patiently. It kind of felt like Christmas that these guitars would arrive, and it's quite funny when I ordered them, Fender even gave me a call and they're like, what's going on? You've ordered 4 guitars, like we need to verify what guitars you've ordered, why you've ordered them essentially, which is quite funny. And when I told them that I just ordered them for me, they almost didn't believe me, but then I said, I'm gonna unbox them on YouTube. They kind of bought into the idea a bit more. It wasn't essentially the only reason why I bought them. I bought them because I wanted them, but thought, hey, why not do it? Unbox them on YouTube and then show you off what I've got. Today will mainly be unboxing, and hopefully I can maybe do a bit of a quick playthrough with everything, but I'll go into more depth with all the guitars. But yeah, let's see what we've got. I've stacked them up over there out of the way. Okay, so yeah, I've ordered a few variety of guitars to kind of fill the void of what I was kind of missing. So obviously I've got a lot of humbucking guitars, and essentially got a lot of humbucking guitars, and essentially I was trying to fill the void and kind of, I don't know, I've targeted more to the cleaner variety where I've got more single coil guitars in this order. I won't give away exactly everything I've ordered, but yeah, I've made it a bit of a mission to kind of stockpile things, kind of like a studio would, how they'd have a variety of guitars to facilitate the needs of different, maybe like genres of music, or even different parts for songs, like layering. So yeah, a lot of my favorite guitarists do a lot of layering when they're recording. Not sure if you can even see me with the back lit. So maybe I'll move this over here. Yeah, it's probably a bit better. So yeah, a lot of my favorite guitarists that I've recently been getting into, like I think it's Joey Burchamp on Instagram. He had a video recently where he was like layering in a bunch of different guitars to get like quite a massive sound. And I was thinking, well, I've got a bunch of guitars that kind of do a lot of the same thing, so then I saw the sale and I thought, why not get a bunch of other guitars that can kind of, help me facilitate different areas that I'm not really scratching at the minute. So obviously I've got a Tom DeLonge Strat, but it's got a humbucker and it essentially plays like a Gibson Les Paul, but yeah, it's not quite a Strat when you really get down to the nuts and bolts of it. It's more of a not super Strat, just a single pickup humbucker. So there's not much tonal diversity. So I thought, why not get a Strat that has plenty of tonal diversity? And I've got this one here. Okay, here it is. It is a made in Japan hybrid 2 Fender Stratocaster in a special limited edition finish. I can't remember exactly the finish, but it's pretty damn impressive in person. So yeah, it's pretty impressive in person. As you can see, just a SSS configuration, 5-way switch. Yeah, I'll have to look up, I'll put a little thing up here of what exactly the model is and the color. I think it was like some sort of metallic gray. And yeah, it's like a limited edition run. It's made in Japan, if you can see there. So apparently made in Japan. Guitars are kind of the next best after the American series, so I thought why not, and it was on such a good special that I couldn't say no. Yeah, 40% off for this thing, and it's absolutely unreal. First impressions are great. Can't wait to plug it in. Real slinky strings at the minute. Generally I tune to E flat, so we'll see if we can get this thing singing well in E flat, but yeah, it's a beauty. I can't believe that I've got 3 more to unbox. Just doing one in a day feels special, so we've got 3 more, so let's see how we go. Okay, here we go with another one. Which one is this? Oh, the P bass. So yeah, I haven't had a bass guitar for years. Yeah, I had an old shitty bass that I had from someone. I don't even remember how I got it really, but I remember just, it was an absolute pain in the ass. And it made my life harder than it probably needed to be, so I got rid of it and I just stuck with programming bass. I've been using like a lot of submission audio, which is amazing, but I guess it's not really inspirational to songwriting to yeah, like sit there and draw in MIDI notes for bass, like especially when I do a lot of guitar driven music. You know, I get in the habit of just completely following the bass guitar. So yeah, I kind of find myself filling in, you know, the bass parts with, yeah, just the exact same performance essentially from guitar, with a little bit of influence of bass and rhythm included. Probably not a great day to wear shorts, but we're gonna deal with it. I'm doing this whilst working, so I don't have a whole heap of time, but hey, that's what happens. I thought it was too good to not film, so let's have a look. So with this one here, it's a P bass. I thought that generally I'd probably get a Squire bass just to mod out and facilitate the need for bass for songwriting, for demoing essentially, but I got lucky enough with a sale, again with 40% off, that I could get a Fender branded bass. And wow, it's nice. Just your typical P bass Sunburst. Again, made in Japan. The funny thing with this is that their actual stock photos online look like the headstock is white. That's real blown out, I think too much exposure. And I purchased it so quickly trying to get it in within the sale that I then looked back at it and I was like, what? A Sunburst body with a white headstock? It's not really for me. I thought it would be a bit leery, so I then was starting to get a bit of post-purchase regret, but it's good to find out that it doesn't have a white headstock. It's just a pretty standard bass. So yeah, it's a alarm going off. So yeah, it's a made in Japan P bass. I don't know the exact model off the top of my head again, but I'll put it somewhere up here. And yeah, we'll check it all out, but it's looking pretty cool so far. Quite an angle on the pickups, which I didn't expect. Yeah, we'll check it out and see what's going on. Yeah, so this one will probably float around in a few different tunings. I think I will probably set it up in, yeah, probably like E flat, but then yeah, have the ability to kind of go down to drop C pretty easily, and then yeah, up to standard. I'll probably keep it at E flat and then just play up to standard if needed. But yeah, this is gonna hopefully add a fair bit of inspiration for songwriting, because sometimes, yeah, I find myself filling in too much space with guitars and songs where I think a bass could really be cool to yeah, to really drive, like say verses or like a point in a song. So looking forward to getting into the bass game a bit more. Let me know if you want to see a video of me going on the journey of kind of finding and assembling a good bass tone, or if you got any recommendations. I've recently got, which I've been putting all my program bass through, is the Canvas Audio Honeycomb OD, and it's like a Sans amp kind of vibe, and yeah, that's pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to plugging this in and playing that, so keep an eye out for that. Okay, on to more guitars. Here's what we're all really here for. I can't express enough how funny it feels to be opening up 4 guitars in one day. I've never done that before. I'm kind of, yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know, it's a weird feeling. It's hard to explain. Shit, okay, let's keep going. While we're here, while we're doing it. Which one have we got here? That's just, oh, okay. So this one was a guitar that I really didn't anticipate buying. I just realized I'm opening from the bottom. But anyway, yeah, I really didn't anticipate buying because, yeah, I don't know, it's just, it kind of goes against the point of what I was saying about guitars that kind of facilitate the same needs, but this one has a unique feature compared to like a Gibson Les Paul that I've had previously. I have had, well, we'll just wait till I open it. But yeah, this guitar's got like quite a unique sound to it, and a unique feature that's very specific to Fender, which I was like, well, if it's 40% off, we may as well just do it. And it looks cool. It's not all, like most of the guitars, all of the guitars I got today are actually Japanese made. So, fuck, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm buying Japanese made guitars for squire prices, which I just cannot believe. But yeah, this one, oh shit, looks different to what it looked like online a bit. I'll put the photo up here in a second, but yeah, so like I was saying, I wanted different sounds and different vibes, and this guitar is a fucking vibe, holy shit. So it's a Tele Deluxe with special finish, a limited edition finish, I'm pretty sure. Again, we'll put it up here somewhere, exactly what it is from the website. But yeah, so like I was saying, a unique feature is these wide range humbuckers. I've had I can't remember the exact model, but I had a Mexican made Telecaster thin line with the wide range humbuckers on it about 10 to 15 years ago, and I love the sound of it, but I don't know, it's one of the guitars I regret selling. So yeah, this one, it's got a very thick neck, it's like kind of tapered to it, thins out towards the bottom, unless I'm crazy. Yeah, this is familiar territory. Oh yeah. It's even more impressive in person than what it looked like online. Online it kind of looked like it had a black, yeah, it had black binding around the edges, which I wasn't in love with. So I'm kind of stoked that it doesn't have that. That's beautiful. Let's see if I can get the camera to play game. Look at that. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. Oh, do you know what it just reminded me of? That Thrice is one of my all-time favorite bands, and I think they did like a MySpace transmission. MySpace transmissions, I think, on one of the albums that I can't, anyway, there's a video where Dustin actually plays, I think it's similar guitar, but I think there is actually a tele pickup in the bridge. Looks exactly like this. See if I can find a screenshot, and yeah. Wow. I thought I'd be stoked on, I like them all so far. This is overwhelming. 4 guitars. I just don't think there'll be another day where I'll do this ever again. Like, what the fuck? It's crazy. So yeah, I've been relatively quiet recently on my YouTube channel. For good reason. I've started a business with my brother and we've been working quite hard at it. And I've been working on some like solo music. Well, solo, I'm not in a band, so that's quite stupid to say, but stuff that's not on my channel. But yeah, it's songs that aren't on my channel, which I'm gonna start putting some more stuff up on. Now I've got these guitars, I don't really have any excuse for lack of inspiration. But yeah, I just was taking a bit of a moment to, yeah, it's quite hard when you're working and trying to get creative, and you know, like the only time I can ever sit down to do any content for this channel is kind of late at night or on the weekends, and I just had to spend a bit of time prioritizing, yeah, not sitting at a desk all the time, so things slowed up a bit, but still gained a few followers along the way, people commenting and stuff, which I appreciate, and I'm gonna keep going because I need to have a reason to show off these guitars. That sound makes me cringe. But yeah, so like I've been working on a bit of solo music, non-YouTube music. I've got a few songs kind of written, mainly vocals that I've got to sort out. It takes me pretty quick to write instrumentals, but it takes me a lot longer to get the vocals right. And living in a 1-bedroom apartment, it's quite hard to record them without sound. There's a road directly right here and there, so you always hear cars going past. Okay, so this one I think I was the most excited for. Fuck yeah, how good is that? So this is also in that limited edition like metallic grey finish. And made in Japan, also Jazzmaster. It's actually got a Mustang bridge on it. I think it's the Hybrid 2? Hybrid 2? Fuck, it looks so good. So yeah, it's got a Mustang bridge, so the grooves are a little bit deeper, so your strings are less likely to pop off when you're strumming hard, but yeah, I mean, this is very indie rock, and it's exactly what I was after. I wanted something to, yeah, break up the monotonous nature of just always writing stuff with humbuckers, and they could really nail a clean sound that isn't your like stereotypical Strat, kind of like third and second and fourth position stuff, the real clacky sound. So with this here, it's just a bit more grunt within that, so I'm looking forward to exploring that. A lot of my favorite bands have always had jazzmasters, so I used to have a jazzmaster. I used to have a black top, and I modeled it very much after one of the guys in Paramore, Taylor York. He had a P90 in the neck, a Fat Cat, I'm pretty sure, and then like a JB or a custom Seymour Duncan in the bridge. And I love that guitar. That's one I really regret selling. And just the feel of a jazzmaster, especially when you got a strap on. I loved it, so I regret selling that. But yeah, that was essentially, I set it up to be kind of like it was a black top, so it had the Gibson style bridge and stuff like that. So yeah, this is awesome. I get to play around with something a little bit different. The neck feels nice, it's got no lacquer on it. I think all of them have no lacquer except that Telecaster. So yeah. Again, I'm a bit speechless. I'm a bit lost for words because I've just unboxed 4 guitars that I don't have any room for, but I'm gonna make it work. So yeah, I don't know if I've captured anything that's coherent or makes any sense because, like I said, I'm a bit overwhelmed. I've never done an unboxing before. It's quite a foreign thing to do. But also 4 new guitars in one day. It's pretty wild. Yeah, okay, well, here they are. It's all 4 of them together. The Made in Japan Hybrid 2, I'm pretty sure, Strat. 72 Deluxe. Made in Japan, limited edition color, I'm pretty sure. P-bass. And a jazzmaster. I mean, just ridiculous. Can't believe I've done that. So yeah, I will be back at some point soon with some videos of me doing a quick playthrough of these once I finish work. So here I am now doing that. Also, before I forget, please like and subscribe. I'm not sure if I've wheeled anyone in with some clickbaity type video title or thumbnail. I mean, it's going to be hard not to do that when you've got 4 guitars, but yeah, please like and subscribe and at least make it worthwhile spending this much money on guitars for a good reason. I think I've got 500 of you guys now following, so hopefully we can get more, and there'll be plenty more videos on the way now that I've got these, so keep tuning in.